will help if you hear it from someone who's actually a learner herself, so that way you'll be able to appreciate the learning process. You know what I mean? At least you hear it from a student's perspective, unlike a teacher's perspective, right? Good. So let's get it started. Igbo kwenu.
Hey.
Igbo kwenu.
Hey.
Kwenu.
Hey.
Kwezono.
Hey.
Everybody, hi. Umunnem Arabam Ndewonu. Aha m bụ Nwachi na American Kizito Ezejichibu, but you can call me Nwachis. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a special one because this is the moment you've all been waiting for. This is when we get to actually put everything we've been learning so far in practice. Yes, this is a time we get to speak Igbo, basically. So we're done learning the basic stuff, like the numbers, the letters of the alphabet and all that. Now we get to put everything into practice. And today's topic is the common Igbo greetings and courtesy, right? So courtesy and common Igbo greetings, that's what we're going to learn today. So please, I hope you're ready. Get your pen and paper, get a seat, and let's learn. And today we have a guest in the house. As you can see, we do have a guest in the house. No? You don't see the guest? Just wait for it, okay? 1, 2, 3. Yes, I told you that we have a guest in the house. You thought I was lying, right? Yes, this is how we do it. Alright, so our guest, I'll let her introduce herself, right? And when she's done introducing herself, I'll tell you the reason why she's here.
Okay, my name is UDEAKU. That's about it.
Yeah, so this is Miss UDEAKU. Or you can just call her UDEAKU, right? So she's here because she's gonna be our #1 student. So we'll use her as a point of contact for the rest of the students out there. I'm gonna be teaching her and as well teaching you guys through her, basically. So what we'll do is whenever I say the words, she's gonna repeat after me. I'll say the word, you repeat after me. Okay? Good. At the end of the class, I'll find out how much she has learned, from everything that we taught so far. Right? And I hope you also follow, because when I say the words, as she's repeating them, repeat with her as well, right? So that's the way you can learn. And it's a good thing because she's basically a learner, even though she's a little bit advanced, because she understands most of the words, but she's still a learner when it comes to speaking the language. So it will help if you hear it from someone who's actually a learner herself, so that way you'll be able to appreciate the learning process. You know what I mean? At least you hear it from a student's perspective, unlike a teacher's perspective, right? Good. So let's get it started. So first we'll start with hello, right? So when you see your friend or you meet someone, you want to say hello to them. How do you say it in Igbo? You say ndewo.
Ndewo.
Good. So ndewo. For one person you say ndewo.
Ndewo.
Good. Whether male or female, that's one good thing about Igbo, right? Whether it's male or female, you just say ndewo. Hi.
Ndewo.
So hello or hi, you say ndewo. Right? Good. Now, if you have a group of persons and you want to say hi to them or hello to all of them, the group of persons, you say ndewono.
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 Good. So no, there means you're acknowledging that it's a group.
Okay.
No. Ndewono. But for one person you say ndewo.
Okay.
Right?
So one person is ndewo. Everybody is ndewono.
Good.
All right.
So if it's a group, if it's more than one person, it's ndewono. Even if it's 2 people, it's ndewono. Right? But if it's one person, it's ndewo. That's hello or hi.
Okay.
Right? Good. So how do you say good morning in Igbo? You say ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Good. I hope you know how to say good morning in Igbo. Ụtụtụ ọma. That's how you say it. Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Right? Now some people, instead of saying ụtụtụ ọma, they say ịbọọlachi.
Ịbọọlachi.
Good. Ịbọọlachi basically means you saw this morning, like they're acknowledging that you woke up this morning. So it's more like asking the person, are you awake? Are you up?
Okay.
That kind of a thing. That's
okay.
If you translate it literally, that's what it means.
Okay.
Are you up? Are you awake?
Ịbọọlachi.
Ịbọọlachi. You know? So some
Ibolachi.
people still use it as a greeting for good morning. So you say Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Good, right? Or you say Ịbọlachi.
Ịbọlachi.
So when you're saying Ụtụtụ ọma, when you're talking to one person, Ụtụtụ ọma. When you're talking to a group of persons, you say Ụtụtụ ọma no. You get it?
Ụtụtụ ọma no.
Good. Ụtụtụ ọma no. So all of you, good morning to all of you. Ụtụtụ ọma no. So that no just makes it
everybody.
You know? You, a group, more than one person.
Okay.
No, just changes the whole thing, makes it more than one person, a group, right? Ụtụtụ ọma no.
Ụtụtụ ọma no.
Perfect. Now, you can either say Ịbọlachi to one person. Ịbọlachi, that's you. Ịbọlachi. Or Unu abọlachi is a group of persons or more than one person. Unu abọlachi. Unu.
Unu abọlachi.
Good. Unu abọlachi.
Unu abọlachi.
Yeah, but for the sake of this video, I would like you guys to focus on Ụtụtụ ọma, right? As a form of greeting, saying good morning. I only mentioned Ịbọlachi because it's also acceptable. Some people say Ịbọlachi. But if you want to tell a group of persons, you say Unu abọlachi. Or if you want to talk to more than one person, Unu abọlachi, right? Good. But good morning is Ụtụtụ ọma, right?
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Good. Don't forget, Ụtụtụ ọma is not Ụtụtụ ọma, but Ụtụtụ ọma.
Ụtụtụ ọma.
Good. Now, how about if you want to say good afternoon? You say ehihie ọma.
Ehihie ọma.
Yeah, because afternoon is ehihie.
Ehihie.
Right.
Yeah, I remember that from
And then
the time.
And then morning is ọma is good.
Ọma
right?
is good.
So that's why you keep saying morning is ụtụtụ. Ọma is good. So that's why you see ụtụtụ ọma. And the same way, ehihie is afternoon. Ọma is good. So ehihie ọma. You get it? Yeah. So it's kind of twisted the other way around. Yeah. Where you have good
morning
first,
good.
You have exactly something like that.
Morning good,
afternoon good. You know, that kind of a thing. That's how we have it in Igbo language, right? So ehihie ọma.
Ehihie ọma.
Ehihie ọma.
Ehihie ọma.
That means good afternoon, right?
Ehihie ọma.
Ehihie ọma. Good. I hope you're repeating with us as well, please, because that's the best way you can learn. As we say it, or as she says it, say it the same time she's saying it. Practice. Hello. Hello. Auntie, is this your first time on my channel? What do you want? Is it not video to watch? I'll upload more videos. All you have to do is just click the subscribe button and click the bell button beside it. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. I'll put the link in the description. Thank you. Feel free to pause this video at any point in time to refresh your memory, you know, to say it and listen to yourself, hear the way it sounds, and make sure it sounds the same way it sounds when we say it, right? Good. So now, how do you say good evening in Igbo language? If you want to say good evening, you say Abali ọma.
Abali ọma.
Good, because Abali is evening.
Abali.
Abali. So you say Abali ọma.
Abali ọma.
Perfect. The more you say these things, the more you get used to speaking that way. So the more you say it, the more you repeat it, the more you get comfortable with the words. Because right now, we must acknowledge that it sounds strange to you, you know, in your voice when you're saying it. But with constant, you know, with repetition and all that, it becomes something that you're conversant with, you know. So say it one more time.
Abali ọma.
Abali ọma.
Abali ọma.
Good. So remember what I always stress. I stressed it in the last video. I said, when I say it, repeat it exactly. Let it sound exactly the way I said it.
Right.
Because if you say it in a different way, it might mean something different. Right? So at this point, it might be a little bit hard because you're a beginner, right? But with time, you will get used to saying it that way. Try to say it exactly the way I say it. Abali.
Abali.
Good. That's evening, right?
Evening. Okay.
Ọma is good. So abali ọma.
Abali ọma.
That's good evening. Right?
Yes.
Perfect. Now, if you want to say good night. Oh, before we move on to good night, don't forget that the group thing still remains. More than one person, you say abali ọma no.
Abali ọma no.
Good. So if it's a group of persons, it's abali ọma no.
Abali ọma.
One person is abali ọma, and that's it.
Okay.
That's good evening, right? Now, you want to say good night. Let's say your friend came to visit you and your friend is leaving. You want to say good night to him or to her. You say kachifo.
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 Perfect, right? But if it's more than one person, how do you say it?
Kachifono.
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 Yes. So please remember the no always there for more than one person. But a single person, kachifo, that's it. But a group of persons or more than one person, kachifono. Right? Good. At this point, we'll take a break and go through everything we've learned so far. Just to make sure it's going in, it's sinking in. Before we continue to the rest of the words. So the first one I said was hello or hi. So how do you say hello or hi to one person?
Ndeo.
Ndeo. That's correct.
Thanks.
See? Ndeo.
Ndeo.
Now you're getting used to the words. You're getting more comfortable. So ndeo. But how about if you're talking to more than one person? How do you say it?
Ndeo no.
Good. You say ndeo no.
Ndeo no.
Perfect. Now how do you say good morning to one person?
Ututu oma.
Ututu oma.
Ututu oma.
That's it. Ututu oma. That means good morning. Ututu oma. Now what if it's more than one person?
Ututu oma no.
Perfect. See, it's pretty much easy. Once you can
Yeah.
learn that, no, you add it.
Yeah.
Ututu oma no.
Ututu oma no.
Yes. Most Igbo people like to stress it. They just add the o. Ututu oma no. So how about good afternoon? How do you say good afternoon? Think about the word afternoon.
Yeah. Ehihie oma.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Ehihie oma.
Ehihie oma.
Good. So if you want to say good afternoon to a group of people or more than one person, you say
Ehihie oma no.
good. See? I hope you're repeating it. I hope you're answering the question as I'm asking. That's the best way you can learn. So when I ask it, answer. Try to answer it before she does. Right? Good. So how do you say good evening in Igbo?
This evening is good.
Try. I believe in you. Just try.
Okay.
Think of the word evening.
It's also the A, right?
Yes.
Be.
Try. Just say it. Say what comes to your mind. Abali.
Abali.
Good. So you say abali oma.
Abali oma.
Good. That's good evening. And
Abali
then the same
oma.
thing if it's more than one person. Abali oma no.
Abali oma no. Yes.
Good. Yeah. So how about good night? How do you say good night to one person?
Kachifo.
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 Good. What if it's more than one person?
Kachifo no.
Perfect. So you see the first 5 that we learned. You see how easy they were?
Yeah.
These are the greetings. Now you basically know how to greet in Igbo language. So you know how to say hi, you know how to say hello, you know how to say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. That's a good starting point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Good. So now let's move on to the rest of the greetings and courtesy, right? The next thing we'll talk about today is what's up. So you meet your friend and you want to say what's up. How do you say what's up? You say kedu.
Kedu.
Perfect. Say kedu.
Kedu.
Just like that. Just throw it out. Kedu.
Kedu.
You don't need to stretch it. Just say kedu.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Kedu.
Good.
Kedu.
Yeah.
Kedu. Kedu. Kedu.
So people actually say it that way. So we say
No,
kedu.
they.
I'm telling you. My dad told me this story.
Oh my goodness.
My dad told me this story that there was this man in the village. He was so impatient with people. So if you greet him, before you're done greeting him, before you say, they're good, and you say, kedu. Like he's trying to push you away.
Oh.
Yeah, so...
Kedu. Kedu.
So, kedu.
Kedu.
Good. So you don't stretch it so much. It's not one of those ones you stretch. It's not like in day where you just say kedu.
Kedu.
Perfect.
Kedu.
That means what's up, right? How about if you want to say what's up, like for instance, if you have a group of people or more than one person and you want to say what's up, you say keduno.
Keduno.
Just the same way you've been saying it,
the
tuto
no.
mano and all of them. Say keduno.
Keduno.
Even though it's not that common. I personally, I don't usually see scenarios that much where people have to say keduno to a group of people, but then it's still correct.
Yeah, okay.
It's correct. Keduno. Now, how do you say how are you? If you want to say how are you, you say kekede.
Kekidi.
Kekede.
Kekidi.
Note the difference.
Kekidi.
Yeah. What's up is Kedu.
Kedu.
Now, some people use Kedu in place of how are you. That's okay.
Yeah.
Because just like that, in the English language, you can also say what's up, and then people say I'm fine, I'm good. You know, that's the same way in Igbo. You can say Kedu when you want to ask somebody how are you. That's fine. But the correct word for how are you is Kekede.
Kekede.
Good. One more time.
Kekede.
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 Perfect. But if you're talking to more than one person and you want to say how are you, like you guys, how are you? Kekunudi.
Kekunudi.
Good. So unu, right?
Okay.
Unu. Kekunudi.
Kekunudi.
Perfect. So kekede is one person. But more than one person, kekunudi.
Kekunudi.
Perfect.
Okay.
See, that's easy.
Yeah.
Kekunudi.
Kekunudi.
So just in place of a, you put unu.
Yeah.
For you. Right? More than one person, you. Unu.
Kekunudi. Kekunudi.
Perfect. Now, if you want to say, how are you doing? It's a little different. How are you doing? And how are you? It's a little different. You say,
Kekimere.
Kekimere. Perfect. You see? Kekimere.
Kekimere.
How are you doing? Kekimere. But Kekidi, how are you?
Yeah, Kekidi, how are you? Kekimere, how you doing?
Perfect. You see how easy that is?
Yeah.
Now, the same way you said Kekunudi, that's how are you, a group of persons. If you want to tell a group of persons, how are you doing? What do you say?
Okay, should I guess?
Yeah, try it. Based on
Okay,
the first one.
Let me think.
Yeah, you too, you try it at home, okay?
Give me some time. I need some time. Kekunu mere.
Perfect.
Hey, Kekunu mere.
Exactly. See, you say Kekunumere. Just the same way, Kekunudi. Now, this time you say Kekunumere. How are you doing?
Kekunu mere.
You know, more than one person. How are you doing? Kekunumere. Right?
Kekunu mere.
Perfect. So now, you've asked, how are you? And who the person you asked, how are you? They have to reply, I'm fine. Right? How do you say, I'm fine?
Adima.
Adima. Perfect. Now, I know some people say Odima. It's very common. I hear it a lot. People say Odima. Somebody asks you, Kekidi, and you say Odima. That means you're not personalizing. You're saying it is well or it is fine. But they're referring to you. So you're supposed to say, I'm fine. Adima. You don't say Odima when they ask you, how are you? You get what I mean? So it's just like me asking you, how are you? And you say, it's fine. You know what I mean? That's the common thing I keep hearing people saying. But the correct one is Adimma. Kekide. Adimma.
Adima.
Good. See that? Adimma. Say it.
Adima.
Perfect. That means I'm fine. But now, if you want to say, if I'm asking you, for instance, I'm asking you about your friend, and I'm saying, Kekode. Let's say you have a friend who is in the hospital, right? And I'm asking you, how is your friend? Kekode. That's what I'll ask you. I won't ask you Kekide. I'll ask you Kekode.
Kekodi.
That all is he or she.
Okay,
or
okay,
it.
yeah.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
Kekode. So it stands for he, she, or it, right? Now, if I say Kekode, you tell me Odima. That's he's
Odima.
fine. Yes. Kekode. This time I'm not asking you about you. I'm asking you about
other people.
So Kekode. Odima. Perfect. You know, another thing is people can ask you, Kekode, like, how is everything? Like, how is everything with you? So, for instance, instead of me saying Kekode, how is he or how is she, I'll ask you, Kekorode, how is work?
Okay, Kekorode, because okay.
Kekorode
is work.
Onro is work.
Yeah.
So Kekorode. If I say Kekorode, now you can answer me, it is fine.
Odima.
Odima. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I'm referring to work. Onro. Kekorode. Odima. That way you can answer me Odima. But if I ask you Kekede, means you. Adima.
Yes.
And you say it with pride. Adima.
Adima.
Good. But if I say Kekode as your friend, you say Odima.
Odima.
Perfect. Now you're talking to a group of persons, not just one person. If you're asking a group of persons, how are you? how are you guys? How do you say it? Ke kunudi. Remember we talked about it, right? Ke kunudi. Now, if you say ke kunudi, how would they reply? How would they respond to it? Good. They'll say I dimma. Perfect. So instead of you to say adimma for one person, this is a group now. You say I dimma. I dimma. Good. Exactly. You see the way the thing was flowing. I dimma. So we are fine. We're good. Do you get it now?
I get it.
Perfect. So now, the next one we'll learn is when somebody asks you, how are you? You say, I'm fine. And you? That's the next thing, right? It only makes sense. You say, how are you? I'm fine. And you? So if you want to say, and you say, Maggie. Good. Remember, it's not the Maggie cube.
Yeah.
It's not the Maggie cube. It's Maggie. These are two separate words. Maggie. Good.
Maggie.
So it's Maggie. That means and you. Maggie. Mamu. If I'm referring to myself.
Mamu.
Maggie. If I'm referring to you. Maggie. Do you get it?
Yeah,
so
Maggie.
Mamu is myself. And me. And I. Or something like that. And I. But if I want to say and you say Maggie. Perfect. Right. So, but if I want to say how about you? So for instance, instead of me, I want to be very formal. You ask me, how are you doing? I say, I'm fine. And you? Instead of me to say, I'm fine, and you, I'll say, I'm fine. And how about you? I'll say, Ke makagi. Perfect. Ke makagi. Good. Right? So you either say Maggie, which is straightforward. Just say, and you, Maggie. Or you say, Ke makagi. Say it.
Ke makagi.
One more time.
Ke makagi.
Perfect. You see? Ke makagi, that's it. Now, let's say that two people ask you, how are you?
Two people?
Yes. For instance, for some reason, two people just ask you, how are you? You say, I'm fine. And you? So you wanna say, and you? To those two people, not one person, mind you. It's more than one person that asks you. So, Ke makunu. That's how about you as a group. Exactly. So you notice that there's one thing that is very consistent here. Unu and no. You see that? When you're talking to a group of persons, more than one person, unu and no. That's one thing you always keep meeting. So that way, if you have it at the back of your mind, it will be easier for you to decipher. You know that is either no or unu. So just put one. Now, it will be a little bit tricky what situations to put uno and no, but at least know that these are the words that will go in there. Uno and no. Do you get it?
Yeah.
Good. So if you're saying how about you or how about you guys, you say Ke makunu. Perfect. So now we're going to go through it. We're going to go over the thing, not everything, but we're going to go over the last ones that we learned, right? So I hope you're ready. No pressure. Just take your time. If you can't answer it, I'll correct you, but if you can answer it, that's perfect. And you too, try your best to also, as I ask the questions, try your best to answer it, right? Try to answer before she does even, right? Test yourself. So how do you say what's up in Igbo language? Kedu, that's correct. Wow, that's a good start. So how do you say how are you? To one person, how are you?
Kekide.
Correct. Kekide. Just say the word. Kekide. Good. That's how are you.
That's 2 for 2.
Yep. Then how do you say how are you to more than one person?
Kunudi.
Perfect. Kunudi. You see? So how are you? One person is Kekide. For more than one person, Kunudi. Right? I hope you also got it correct. Okay. How do you say, how are you doing to one person?
Kekimere.
That's correct.
Okay.
Kekimere. So how are you doing? Kekimere. Perfect. How about if it's more than one person?
Kekunumere.
Good.
Mhm.
Keku numere.
Keku numere.
Perfect. You see that? It's just easy.
Yeah,
the same way
it
you just learned it like that. That's how it is. It's easy. Now, you've asked how are you, and the response is I'm fine.
Yeah. Well, Adima.
Adima. I noticed you wanted to say Adima. But it's Adima. That's
I corrected
me.
myself.
I'm fine.
Adima.
Good. What if somebody asks you as a group, like you're in the midst of your friends, and somebody is asking you, how are you doing? Or how are you? All of you, how are you? So what do you answer?
Oh yeah.
So you want to say we are fine.
Yeah.
How do you say we are fine? I believe in you. I know you will get it.
Wait.
Just think of the word we in Igbo. Aidimma.
Aidima.
Good.
Aid.
Aidimma.
Aidima.
Perfect. You see? No pressure. Just relax. Calm down. It's one day at a time, one word at a time. You'll get it. I just want to make sure you get used to saying the words first of all. Right? So Aidimma.
Aidima.
Perfect. That means we are fine.
Yeah, we are fine.
Right? Good. Now how do you say, now they've asked you how are you? You say I'm fine, and you say and you? How do you say and you?
Maggie.
Maggie, correct.
Yeah,
so
Maggie.
that should be easy. Once you think of Maggie, the Maggie
that's
cube,
what I
right?
did.
Just say Maggie.
Maggie.
And you. And remember, it's a question, so you drag it like a question.
Maggie.
Maggie. Perfect. So Kekimer or Kekide Adimma Maggie. See that?
Maggie. Yeah.
Kekide Adimma Maggie. I'm fine. And you?
Kekidi. Adima. Maggie.
Perfect.
Yeah, I got it.
You see? So now the next thing you've answered, you've said and you, but if you want to be more formal and say how about you, how do you say it? How about you?
Kemakagi.
Yes! Kemakagi.
Kemakagi.
See, Igbo is very, very interesting. And it's simple. It's actually simple. Once you get used to saying the words,
Yeah.
that's all you need to do. You get it? Kemakagi.
Kemakagi.
And that's it. That's the class.
That's it?
Yes! And you did a great job.
Okay.
Kudos to you. You did a wonderful job. So that's the end of this class. And I hope you guys followed us from home. I hope you were repeating everything that we're saying. And I hope you got the questions correct as well. So please, as I always stress, try to practice. Always practice. It's very important. Always go through this. You can watch the video over and over again for you to be able to remember, for you to get used to saying the words. And like I always stress, say it exactly how I say it. That's the way you will make sense. Say it exactly how I say it. Don't say it how it's comfortable for you to say. No. Don't say it the way that it feels free in your mouth. Say it how I say it. So that way you'll be able to learn the correct pronunciations. Right? Thanks. Okay, so I think you did a good job.
Thank you.
You were actually a good student,
Thanks.
and you got some of the answers correct. So I'm really proud of you. Yeah.
Thanks for having me. I look forward to the next class.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see you in the next class. So shoot, carry your chair.
Make me disappear. Do something to make me disappear.
Why do you like disappearing? This guy, do you want to be a witch? Go!
Guys. See you next class.
Welcome to the proverb of the day. The proverb of today is Ihe ọjọọ gba afọ, ọghọọ omenala. Ihe ọjọọ gba afọ, ọghọọ omenala. As usual, make sure you learn the meaning of the words and practice saying these Igbo proverbs so that you get comfortable with them. Thank you. Did you like this video? Then subscribe for more. Check out my last video over there, and I'll see you in the next one. Gemesiano.